Hello world, I'm Josh,
And I'm Lauren.
and we are here to taste the white whale drink mixers that I picked up on the internet the other day. I saw them on a blog and thought, well, those look interesting. So I thought I'd give them a whirl. We've got the Auntie's Old Fashioned first. They describe it as the year is 1976. You stop by Aunt Mildred's house at, say, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You dodge the tribe of feral cats that roam her halls and arrive at the kitchen where Mildred blends exotic young berries with an infusion of rosemary from her garden and adds something she refers to as Auntie's Little Helper. Aunt Mildred claims that the secret ingredient is love. Technically, it's bourbon. Mix one up just like Auntie used to. It'll be our little secret. All these drinks, you use 1 ounce of the mixer to 2 ounces of the alcohol. This one is bourbon, obviously, an old fashioned, and it uses young berries. So that's kind of our favorite drink. Let's see what this one tastes like. Give it a whirl.
All right.
Lead the way.
I like
All
it.
right, let's give it a whirl.
It's different. It's more peppery, I think.
It is kind of spicy. It's got a bite to it. I'm used to them being really sweet. Some of it's the bourbon that shall remain nameless, but it's pretty decent bourbon. But it's not bad for a mixer. It's definitely close to what you might get at a nicer bar, but
Yeah, it's pretty fancy, I think. I can definitely.
yeah, that's it's interesting. It's different. Maybe everywhere I've had it, and I've had it in a few places, it's always been a little sweeter.
That's because we use a lot of sugar normally, but
It's
this
good.
isn't thick syrup either. It's kind of a thinnish
Right.
consistency to it. So, yeah. But I'm a fan.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. The bottles, they're not that expensive. You basically can make 8 drinks, and as you can see, it's not that small of a drink. You drink 8 of these, and you're going to have a rough day the next day. So that's that. I'm finishing that in a minute. Next, we've got your older brother, as they call it, which is made with vodka. And they describe it as, we know what you're thinking right now. Keep your damn pine tree out of my cocktail. Hold your horses. It ain't pine, it's Siberian fir, pine's suave older brother. And when it does the jitterbug with juicy orange, organic lemon, and your favorite vodka, it's magic. No, not your kid stuff, like sawing scantily clad assistants in half. More like an ancient wizard standing on a cliff conjuring wormholes to the 2 new worlds. Let's see a pine tree do that. It has Siberian fir and organic lemon, and we mixed it with a pretty decent vodka as well. You want to lead the way on this one?
You try it
All
first.
right. We don't know what we're getting into here. You can smell the lemon. Kind of has a slightly off-putting smell, to be honest.
Really? Well, you don't like lemon either.
That's true, but it smells a little funky. Let's see what it tastes like.
All right.
That is lemony. It tastes
So you don't like it?
no, I do like it actually. It tastes very familiar. Give that a whirl.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time placing it, but maybe you'll know what I'm.
I love citrus. Tastes kind of like limeade.
Yeah, I
To be
think that
honest.
is.
Yeah, tastes like limeade.
I think you got it.
It's not bad. I usually would assume that you'd use gin in this type of thing, but
Especially because it's got the Siberian fir in it. You'd think that it would be a gin drink, but it's a little different because we have a frame of reference for the old fashioned. You know, we've had those. I've never had a your older brother. I don't even know if that's a real thing, or if it's just a name they put on it.
I don't know. Never heard of it.
Yeah, but it's not bad. I like the old fashioned better, but this would not taste bad on your porch on a hot night in the summer.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I would describe it as less refined, but still good. All right, last one is the gin-based drink that uses the lychee fruit, Lychee, and clove. It's known as a filthy liar.
That one I've heard of.
You heard of a filthy liar? Okay. Lauren has her bartender license.
It's not real. It's not real.
Well, she can make more drinks than I can, which I can make anything with Coke in it. Jack and Coke.
That's what people order anyways.
Okay, they say, have you ever tasted lychee fruit? If you answered yes, you were either an exotic fruit importer or you're lying. You're probably lying. Probably you're lying, because I'm dyslexic. Regardless, be prepared to be seduced. When the floral fruit encounters the herbal tag team of rosemary and clove, your tongue experiences something like, well, remember the first time your eyes beheld the sun rising above the aqua sea? The perfect silence broken only by the distant cry of the humpback whale. Bingo. I remember it fondly.
That's exactly what my mental picture is.
Okay, the filthy liar. You've had this before. It looks pretty similar to the your older brother. Basically looks the same. Let's see. Alright, I led the way on the last one.
Okay. That's interesting. Fruit and gin together.
Really?
Yeah. It's not like overwhelming. It's very light.
Is a lychee fruit interesting? Something you've had before?
Well, lychee is something that you
Lychee.
can get.
Thanks for letting me know now that it's lychee. I'm calling it lychee anyway, to hell with you.
Yeah, I don't care. Call it whatever the hell you want.
Okay, anyway, you were saying?
Oh no, it's just, a lot of Asian markets have it. And it's usually a flavoring that they use in, like, some soda, some Japanese soda. They use lychee a lot.
Okay, we learned something new today. I can smell the gin through more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Pretty strong. 2-to-1 ratio is a lot more intense than I thought.
Oh man.
Are you okay?
Oh man. That hits the spot. Alright, let's take a smaller swig this time.
Yay, windpipes.
It's subtle. I get mostly gin out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the gin comes through pretty strong on that one, but the aftertaste is there, something.
Mm-hmm.
I have no frame of reference for the lychee fruit.
I haven't actually had it before, but I just know that it's a thing.
You also know how it's said. And she left me hanging out in the wind on that one.
I could be wrong, I probably am.
I'm sure the internet will let us know in the comments.
Yes, tell us, internet.
In the comments below, where you like all my videos, because the 7 of you who watch this over the many years that this sits out there will be like, it's pronounced Luchi, idiot. And I'm like, okay. So, these drink mixers, what do you think?
They're pretty fancy, and they have a lot of subtle flavors. It just depends if you think it's worth the money.
I think they were $12 a bottle, maybe, which
is pretty good for as many drinks as it has. I didn't think that it would have as much, left to make this many drinks, but yeah.
I would say with a 1/5 of alcohol, you could make what, 2 or 3 bottles worth?
Yeah.
2 bottles at least.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a $20-$30 bottle of booze and 2 of those for $50, you get 16 drinks.
Yeah, so I'd say it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, it's cheaper than going to the bar and tastes close to on par with what you get at a nice mixology type place.
Mm-hmm. Fewer hipsters.
Not quite as good, I don't think. Close.
Yeah, it's close enough. I think that they need to be diluted just a little bit. I mean, especially the old fashioned is, I really like old fashions, but this one's kind of intense. But the other two, yeah, if you can taste the flavors. I'm not really a strong taster. You're a super taster, so I'm sure you can taste all of the things, and I'm just a dumbass.
Well, the more subtle ones, like this one, really didn't come through for me.
That's because gin is a very specific taste, and I think that overwhelms anything. Rosemary is in 2 of them, right? Yeah.
Well, rosemary would have been in them had we followed the instructions and had rosemary to garnish with.
Yeah, but there's rosemary oil in this.
Okay.
You can taste that, but...
They do give instructions on garnishing. I think rosemary and a lemon twist and a lime twist. We did not do that because we're not that fancy.
No, definitely not that fancy. I do like these though.
I do too. For $12 a bottle, I think it was somewhere around there. It's a pretty good deal, and I think I'd recommend it. I'd say it's worth a shot. I bought all 3 together as a set. They weren't easy to find. I think this stuff's catching on, so if you can get your hands on it, I say give it a whirl. How would you rank them? I think it's pretty much in order.
Yeah,
for me.
I definitely prefer this one to the other 2, but that's also because I'm really biased. I really like this kind of drink better than vodka. I'm not a vodka person. I like gin and bourbon, and that's pretty much what I do. But I like both of those. I could have used gin in this one rather than vodka.
I think you might be onto something. I think actually I might flip-flop them. I actually think gin would be better than this, and vodka would be better than this to bring out those subtle flavors.
I may sound like a pretentious jerk, but I happen to think that vodka and fruit work better together than gin. I think gin works better than with some of the more savory of the flavor palette rather than vodka. But that's just because, in most drinks, people use vodka either by itself or with
my Red Bull.
Yeah, or with fruit juice, just 'cause women. But
she said it, not me.
I will take responsibility. You can all hate me. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I think that covers the bases. First, second, third for me. I would say
Go try it.
Like an 8 out of 10, like a 7 and a 6, or maybe a 5, somewhere in there. Definitely better than the plastic bottle mixed drink junk you're going to get at your grocery store by a mile.
It's all very good and high level materials, and it definitely doesn't taste, fake. But it just depends on whether or not it, is the kind of flavor grouping that you're into. So.
And just to clarify, I have nothing to do with this company. I just did this on a whim. They do have a website, drinkwhitewhale.com, which is where I figured out where to buy them. I had to try a lot of the sites because a lot of them were sold out. But anyway, I think that covers it. Thanks.
Do they do any other kinds, or are these the only?
These are the only 3 they have right now. Alright, that's a good question. So yeah, that's the whole lineup. I bought it as a set of 3. Where I got it, I think it was a site called Scout Mob, which is sort of like Gold Belly, but has more drinks and wares. It's like a mixture between Gold Belly and Etsy, another hipster wares type spot.
Or Woot.
Woot, limits you
Oh.
to what they have on a daily basis. But other than that, yeah, kind of. So, all right.